Okay, I guess I'm live. Hello, everyone. Okay, let me open this page. Well, okay, hello, let's start. I hope you can hear me clearly. You see me. Is everything okay with my voice? Please write something in the chat. Okay, so let's start. Today is puzzle solving day, and I got this puzzle and I wanted to adjust my desktop loud and clear. Really? Maybe I should take it back, my microphone. Or it's okay. Okay. Hello. Hi, everyone. So let's start. Let's try to solve this puzzle. I got it. I hope I can solve it correctly, not to lose my rating. So let's start. It's okay, it's an American expression. Ah, okay. Thank you so much. I just, from my English lesson, I had English class with my tutor, and today we learned a lot of phrasal verbs. So difficult, so many phrasal verbs. Take it out, take it, set off, turn, throw it out, throw it back. Oh my god, it's very difficult. And for tomorrow, I have to learn them by heart. Time pressure, but okay, what to do? So loud and clear, it means sounds good. That's great. Thank you so much. Okay, Black's last move was 94. First idea just to take. They want to check and then to win our bishop, right? Bishop g4, h takes g4. And then I want to play f5 to try to distract this pawn. Then king f4. I have a passing pawn there, right? On h4. King f4. They must play king g6. Then, no, it's true. If I play h5, king takes, king f5. So my king is on f5, their king is on h5. They go back. It's not a draw. If I take on g4, okay, it's draw, but I can go forward. King f6. Then king h5, not to go back. And then king f7, g5, e6. Take on d6 to create another passing pawn. Loud and clear can also mean understood source. Oh, that's interesting. Thank you so much. I have so many English tutors. Thank you so much. English is very difficult. When I started to learn English, I thought English is very easy language. I will succeed very quickly. Then, step by step, I understand that It's quite difficult for me. Maybe for me, I don't know. For others, maybe it's really easy. But I'm so far from advanced level. Okay, so bishop g4. I like it. H takes g4. Then f5 to distract this pawn. Yes, today we solve puzzles together. Also, I want to remind about, if you see, I pinned the link of my tournament in Chess Point. Yesterday, I announced that I started to work with another chess platform. It's Chess Point. And on Monday, I organized tournament there, and the link for register. Please join. I will be very happy. Let's try this platform together. They grow very quickly, and also I like that when I ask something, they respond very quickly. For example, their support works 24/7. It's great. When I ask, when I write something, they immediately answer. So join, please register. Everything is free, and on Monday, let's play arena tournament there. Most Americans now still don't have a good grasp on English. Really? Really? I don't believe. Pawn? Pawn. Is that, I guess it's with an accent, pawn. How should I say it? So, should I take on g4? Bishop takes, h takes g4, and try to distract f5. I feel they will not take. G takes f5, king f4, so it's winning. Okay, let's take. Okay, now f5, g takes f5, king f4, and then with this idea, king g6, h5. If they go back, king f6, h6, g7, g6, h7, king h7, they have to take king f5, king g7. Ah, it's true. f5 takes, king a4, king g6, h5, king f6, h6. How to win there? One more time. f5 takes, king f4, king g6, h5, king returns to f6, h6, g6, h7, king takes, king f5. My king is on f5, theirs on h7, right? King g7, king g4, g6. It's true. How to force them? Maybe triangle. King d3, e3, e4. Hello, hi everyone. I want to have this position, the same position, but black's turn. So they have to go back, king g7 or e7. Then I can go to f5. And then to take on g4, not to sacrifice my pawn, right? f5. Okay, maybe really triangle. King d3, king g7. If they play king f5, king e3, king f6, king e4. So I can be happy there. King e7, f5. Okay, it's winning. h5 first. f5, pawn takes f5, king e3. Might work. What if they just stay and wait? King g6, king f6. Just then triangle. King G6, King F4, King F6, just then H5. That's interesting. If H5 first, they take F5. I think they can break through H4. G takes H4, G3. I must go back, and then King F5, King G3, King G5. Unfortunately. Maybe really at first F5. When they take, just then to create triangle. King E3, King E3. If King E5, H5. E5, H5. So hard. Not sure about King E5, H5, F4, then F5. F4 we can take. G takes F4, King F5, and just to come closer to G3. King F2. If they go King F6, King G3, King G7, F5, King King H6. No, King G7 we can just take on G4. F5 takes King E3. King E5, H5. F4 takes King F5, King F2. What if they go back to F6 instead of King F5? One more time. Here, here, here. King E5, H5. F4 takes King F6. King F2, King G7. After King G3, they can play F5 to protect the pawn on G4. F5 works. After G takes F5. It's really hard. Okay, let's eliminate this option, King E3 or D3, because they can play King G7 and then F5, right? And to close everything. So it means that it's left just F5. G takes F5, and here to create triangle King E3. Let's play F5. It's wrong. It's impossible. How could be it wrong? It's impossible. H5, G takes H5, F5, H4, takes G3, King F3, King F5. I don't understand. Okay, King E3, King E3 is right. King G7. Now if I play King D3, they can continue F5. So it means that F5 is the only move. King E4 doesn't work, they can return. F5 is the... I'm shocked. F5. Let's continue. G takes F5. King F4. King G6. H5. King F6. H6. King G6. H7. Takes here. It's a draw. Oh, it's not a draw. We can activate our king. F6. No, it's a draw. Don't understand. King F5, King G7. Maybe King G5. It's the difference. F6 here, here. Can't understand. Hello, hi everyone. I'm doing well, thank you. And how are you? But I don't understand how to win here for white. Let's try figure out one more time. King F6. H6, King G6, H7, takes, here. King G5, F6, King G4, King F6, King F4, King G6. Should I quit chess? I don't understand this endgame. Okay, F5, G takes F5. H5 immediately. Not King F4 at first. King F4, they have chance to play King G6. But H5 at first. Here, it's winning for white. If they play King F6, so it's a Zugzwang. It's very difficult. Let's go forward. I'm doing good. That's great. Good morning from Brazil. Oh, that's great. I'm from Armenia. Greetings from Armenia. Okay, let's go forward. Friends, don't forget, please, to enter with that link and to register in my tournament. Everything is free, please. On Monday, we are going to play arena tournament. On game pawn and games. So black's turn, and how to win in this position. We have white has an extra pawn, but we have ready passing pawn, unblocked passing pawn, so we can push it, right? If you push it right now, F5, can they play King C5? F4, check. If go back, then they can control my pawn. One more time, King C5, F4, D5, King E5, D6, F3, D7, F2, D8, no, doesn't work. Oh, yes, I know him, Grigor Sevak Mkhitaryan. He's a great chess player. He's grandmaster, right? We met with Grigor. I was, how old I was? I was maybe 7 or 8 years old. In our home. They were our guests with his family. So, King B6, F5. I guess maybe at first King D5 to block this pawn. King D5. Of course, they will create another passing pawn. King B7, F5, A4, F4, A5, F3, A6, F2, A7, F1, A8, A3 to D4. You mean from E6 to D5, right? But how to control this pawn? King D5, they are going to push this one. F5, A4, one more time. F4, A5. No, it's impossible to control this pawn. It's left just F5. Who will go faster? That side will win, I guess. f5, king c5. Maybe I can distract the white king. No, b6 doesn't work. Again, they will take and push this one. Wait, to b6, f1, a7. Will it work? f5, king c5, b6. Check. But they can play king c6. Not to take on b6. f4, d5 with check, king e5 and d6. So f5, king c5, f4, d5, king d7, king d4, king d6, king e4. One more time. f4, d5, d7, d4, d6, e4, f3 takes, king d5. For example, king f4, c4, g5, b3, h6, takes, h4, b5. No. The thing is here. So, how to win here? King d6, king d5. One more time. f5, king c5, f4, d5, check. King, maybe f6? No, king e5, and after d6 to return to e6. Right. If they go back to d4, we can take. If they do nothing, then we can push our pawn till the end. f5, king c5, f4, check, king e5, d6, and to return to e6. They can't play king c6 because of this pawn. Okay, let's play. It's wrong! I don't believe. It's impossible to be wrong. King f5 first. I was sure that it's correct. Oh, it could be wrong. King f5. But I want to understand what is wrong there. f5, king b7, it's true? f5, king b7, f4. Maybe instead of a4 they can come to c6 and then to push with check. e5, d6. Oh, you are right. What your rating is? King d5, king d7, king d6. Which one? One of them is correct. Others are wrong. King d5 to block white king. But what if they take f5, then they push this pawn, a4, f4, a5, f3, a6. King d5. They will just take and to push their pawn. And the same with king f5. To take and to push this pawn. I understand nothing. Here. No. Here. King c6, king d6, or finish queen g2. To trade on a8, you mean queen g2 check to trade on a8, then king d. But they have another pawn on b2. King d6, b7, f5, a4, f4, a5, f3, a6, f2, a7, f1, a8, check, king somewhere, takes, right? Their king is on a8, mine is on d6, but also they have another pawn on b2. Queen b5, king a7, and to checkmate. This calculation was without an engine. Oh my god, I don't believe. Right. It's a great idea. Right. Да, Алексей, Адриан, король d6. What your rating is? That's great. Oh, new problem. They didn't take on b7. Okay, but that was very beautiful. King b7. Can I move it? Hello, don't know who. King b7. So it means that their king is on b7, queen is on a8, my queen is on f1. I check them. If they go to c8, I can check from d7, king b8, queen c7, checkmate. If they go to a7, then I play king c7. Wait to checkmate idea. That's very beautiful. So okay, they played king a5. And now maybe king d5 to block them. Because they can, after f5, king b4. If I try to push it immediately, f5, king b4, f4, and they are in a square, right? So here. Oh, it's also draw. So maybe now king d5, king d5, king b4, king d4, right? And just to block them, right? Why wasn't king d7 working? Maybe because of this variation. I feel after king d7, maybe they could go back king a5 with this idea. And I couldn't jump on to block their king. Just that's why. King d6. It's a great move. Okay. I have. How could you find that variation? It's really great. Hard puzzle, right. I agree with you. Every part of chess for me nightmare. I mean, I get great pleasure from chess, but every part of chess game is very difficult for me. Okay, let's go forward. So, a5. How to push this bishop away from g6? I feel king g7 is the only move. King g7. They must play bishop e8. Or maybe, no, king f8, a4. They will take. And a3. g6, a2, g7, a1. No, doesn't work. King g7. Bishop e8. I can go forward, g6, a4, and king f6. a3, g7, a2, g8, a1 with check. a1 with check. King g7, bishop e8. Okay, we can play king h6, right? g6, a4, king h6, a3, g7, oops, sorry, a2, g8, a1, queen e8. It's a winning position with another passing pawn. Not to put on f6, but on h6, not to get check from a1. To have time to take that bishop, to eat it. One more time, king g7, bishop e8, g6, right? a4, king h6. But there is a difference. King h6 or h7, a3, g7, a3, g7. Hello, hi everyone. Let's play. Then I will try to understand the difference between king h6 and king h7. King g7. Maybe after g6 they will tell they will say that it's finished, it's over, white win. g6. No, and now I have to decide where to go, h6 or h7. Middle games can be very difficult sometimes, right? So, which one? h6 or h7? Let's try king h7. a3, g7, a2, g8, a1, queen e8, king h6. It's because you go on h8. How to go on h8? Maybe just to try to help the pawn, I don't know. King h7, a3, g7. Maybe after bishop f7. Oh, right. After bishop f7, if my king is on h6, so a3, g7, bishop f7. No, but I am distracting that bishop. Even playing g8, bishop g8, e8, a2. Maybe I try to control that pawn, but maybe they can take bishop c4. They will have a bishop, 1, 2, 3 pawns against my queen. Can I win there for white? But here, if I play king h7, they play a3, g7, f7, g8, takes. Oh, a2. No, it's draw. One more time, king h7, here, g7, bishop f7. Bishop e8, they take, bishop e8, g8, a2. It's draw, a1. King g7, bishop a, king f8. King g7. But after king f7, they will take on g6, no? Do I understand correct your question? King f7, they just can take on g6. One more time. h6, a3, g7, bishop f7. King h7, a3, g7, bishop f7, e8 takes, g8, a2. Okay. The last time. King h7, a3, g7, bishop f7, e8 takes, g8, a2. I needn't take on e8, right? I can check from g2 and to take on a2. Can I play the same after king h6? I like the version with king h6. King h6, a3, g7, bishop f7, e8 takes, g8, a2, check, and to take on a2. But what is the difference? King h6 and h7. There is no difference. He has checked from g8 after g6. Here. Immediately bishop g6. No, I guess you mean after g7 maybe. King h7, a3, g7 here. I'm going to play e8, not g8. Me too. I also don't see the difference. In both variations, we can push this pawn. Then after bishop f7, to distract the bishop, then to play g8 and to check and to take on a2, right? After bishop f7, why not queen e8, queen? Right. I mean that variation. To distract the bishop, then to play g8. To make other queen, they cannot make his own queen. Not to go to d5, that's just to check from g2 and to take on a2, right? King h7, bishop g6, king takes, a3, e8, a2, okay, queen a4 to control it. King h6, a3, g7, bishop f7. e8 takes g8. Well, king h6, a3, g7, a2, g8, a1. Queen e8. After queen f6, if they try to check, endless checks. Queen f6. If I try to close, they can eat on e7. King h5 will not help me. They can check, endless checks. If I try to play king h7, they will check from h4. h4. Is it endless checks? King h7 losing after bishop g8. King h7, a3, g7, f7, e8. No, we will not lose there. I feel that King h7 is right because there is no check from f6. And if they try to check from h1, we play king g7, then queen g2, and we can close queen g6. That is the problem, maybe, that king h7 is correct. Okay, let's try. I don't know. Let's try. I hope it's correct. It's correct. G7. G8. Right. Okay. And to take. Right. If my king is on h6, so it would be an endless checks. Such a difficult puzzle. Every time it's the same. Queen f6. Okay. And again, problem. How to come closer? King g8, check here, check from h6. Yes, but it's not the end yet. Maybe to play queen f8 to open my pawn's way. If they check, so I can play, no, if here, check, queen f7, right, and to hide behind the queen and pawn. If they try to pin my pawn with king, what should I do there? No, I'm not Turkish. King g8, queen f8, I think, threatening promotion. Okay, let's be accurate. It will be so pity to lose in this puzzle. Queen f6, queen f8. Of course, I must be much more closer to my king, right? Not to play king d8. King d7. Check. No. King d7 doesn't work. Queen f7. Here. 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 Queen f8. Queen h4. King g8. Or maybe I can go to g7, queen g5, king f7, queen h5, not to allow my king to hide behind the pawn. And then king e6. So many checks. King e6. Oh. Here, king g8. Check, close. Queen c4. King f8. Queen c5. Queen c5. Let's play queen f8. Maybe it's the only move, queen f8. Oh, I'm nervous. Should I leave my queen on that square? Yes, let's leave it. Oh, that was great. And now king g8, queen c4, queen a8, king a8, and nothing. Thank you so much. Thanks for support. Stops the check, right? How can I play a game with you? Oh, by the way, please, if you see that pinned link, enter to the tournament, register to that new platform called Chess Point. I started to work with them. On Monday, we're going to organize a tournament there. Let me check it. How many? Now we have 3 participants. Till Monday, please don't forget about it. Queen h6. No. Yes, the pawn is hanging. The pawn is hanging, so king g8, king g6, king g6, king g6, queen g4, king f6, f4. No way, king g8 is right. Queen c4, queen f7, queen g4, check. King f8, queen b4, queen b4, queen b4, queen d5, check, king somewhere, king f7, queen f4. So many checks. Thank you so much. Please join, don't forget. Queen takes c4. Right, you're right. But I want to hide behind the queen and pawn. Queen g4. Maybe to close from g7. Queen e6. King f8. Queen f5. Okay. I was taught that in such positions we should go closer to their king. Will it work? My knowledge. Let's try. King g8. They check. Here. They check. I go closer to their king. King f8. They pin my pawn. I go to e8. For example, check. King d8, queen d3, and I have to go back. King d8. Okay, I can prepare it. King g8. Check. Queen f7. Check. King f8. Pinning from b4. And then I will prepare it. I can check from d5. King a7, for example. Then king e8, and then king d8. And there is no check because my queen is on d5. My queen controls everything, right? But I can promote my pawn. Why not king g7? I just want to close with my queen to hide from checks. No? King g8, queen f7, queen g4, king h7. No, I guess they will check from h4 again. King f8, okay. My FIDE rating is 2156. Okay, let's play king g8. One more time. Check here. Check here. Pinning and queen d5. Check. King a7 and king e8. Just coming to d8. And there is no check. If they try to pin again from h4, for example, then I can play king c8, threatening to checkmate from b7. Let's try. Such a difficult puzzle, I don't know. I hope it's correct. Or maybe g7. I hesitate, I don't know. Queen g4, king f7, check, here, check. Let's go to g8. I don't believe. Finally, I'm so happy. I mean this variation, queen c4, too close, queen g4, here, pinning, check. Also I could check from f3 and to play king f7, and there is no useful check. I control all these squares. Oh no, but they could check from c4. So no. So it means that queen d5 was correct. Queen d5 here, and that idea. King e8. For example, they check from here. Here. They pin again. And just king c8. I want to checkmate. Yes, that idea is working. If they take, then checkmate. If they check, then just close. Right. Okay, Daisy has check on a4. Right, just to come closer to their king. The difference is your queen ends up. Right. Right, it was very difficult. Okay, let's go forward. So, knight e1. They want to checkmate from g2. So we must play faster, right? Not to get checkmate from g2. Okay, let's try to find checks. Rook d1. If they close, there is no checkmate. But okay, maybe this check. Queen f7, rook e7, queen d5, king e8, rook. No, let's leave this rook on b1. I am cooked. My rating is also not so high. No worry, you are not alone. So let's leave this rook to have chances to check from b8. So queen f7. If king d8, then checkmate. If king c8, then checkmate. If king c6, then to take on e8, then it would be a winning position. If king d6, then check to force them to go away with the knight from e1, and there is no checkmate threat, and then we can take on e8. So the only move is to play rook e7. Am I right? Rook e7, check from d5, king e8, rook b8, checkmate, king c8, king c8, queen b7, king d7. Check, capture, forcing move. The 3 gold rules to health. Right. You're right. What is the name of site? Chess point. Let me write it in chat. Chesspoint.org. So please register there. Everything is free. I meant to type. I understood you correctly. That's okay. That's okay. No worries. 2802 is also, it's not the highest one. Sometimes I feel that I am in chess whole my life from the age of 6, and I'm this year I will turn 37. Whole my life, can you imagine? And I am still 2802. Okay, one more time. Queen f7, rook e7, queen d5, king c8, queen b7, king d7, rook d1, knight d3. I don't like it. Queen f7, rook e7, knight. Oh, somewhere I can use my bishop, right? For example, check here. When I check somewhere from d1, they play knight d3. I can take even to sacrifice, but to open my bishop's way. Am I right? Check here. So I must decide where to sacrifice my rook. Queen d5. Check. King c8. Queen b7. King d7. Check. Here. Rook d3. They take. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. I was eating Saturday. You had a great childhood. Don't worry. I don't complain on my childhood. That's okay. I also was playing with chess pieces as it was my dolls, my toys. Okay. So queen f7, rook e7. How to join with my bishop, or maybe somewhere I can check in such place so I can add one more attack to this knight and to win it. Queen d5, king c8, queen b7, king d7, queen b5, king c8, queen a6, king d7. My queen is on a6, their king is on d7, and the rook is on e7, right? Check from d1 here, takes, rook d3 takes, bishop c6. King d6. I don't see any winning variation there. My queen was on a6, the king was on d7. I checked, they closed. Rook d3, e takes d3. What if I take with queen? Queen d3, check. King e6. Queen d5, king f6. No. Doesn't work. Rook d1. Sorry, it works. White will be up a bishop. I can tell the variation. Really? Rook d1, knight d3, bishop e4. Pawn is pinned, and if the rook takes, but they can take with pawn. One more time. Check here, check here. Check here from b5, king c8. King a6, king d7. Check. Oh, I could check from a4, and if they play king c8, oh my god, sorry, no, their rook was on e7. I forgot about it. I was so happy. I thought that I can take on e8. Okay. Queen a6, king d7, rook d1, knight d3. We take, they take. Queen c6, queen c6, king d8, queen a8, king d7. It's just wrong. I learned chess at the age of 18, 3 years. That's great. That's great. Of course it's good. It's wonderful. It's not good. But if this, hello. Then queen takes queen, you get free queen then. How? Ah, I got you. In your variation, when you said bishop e4, and then I can take on f2. Maybe you are right. Let's try it. So, but you mean right here, right? The rook d1 here and bishop e4. They can take with pawn, we can take the queen. If they take with rook, rook d3 check. King e8, rook d8, king c8, queen a6, and then rook b3. You are right. So I should turn off my rating. If that works. It was not my idea. Looks good. Yes, you're right. So it means that queen f7. I still was calculating queen f7 and I thought that it's correct. Rook e7. No need to check from d5. Okay, rook d1, knight d3, bishop e4. F takes. Then the knight is pinned. I can take on f2. They can't take my queen. If they take with rook. Okay, so let me turn off the rating and to play that variation. Rook d1, knight d3, bishop e4. Let's try. Yes, it's correct. What your rating is? That's great. David Tertian, Queen f7, King's moves. You are right, but they would close with Rook e7. In all other variations, White was winning, but after Rook e7, I couldn't find an interesting option for White. Queen f7. No, it wouldn't work. Bishop c6, then king d6, and there is no win there. So Queen e1. So let's take Rook e1. Rook e1. Right. You were absolutely right. Okay, at least it was interesting. So let's turn it on. I'm 2500 Lichess in puzzles on this one. Turn off. Oh my god, really? That's great level. That's okay. It was your idea, not mine. So, yes. Difficult puzzle. Can you please explain? What confused you? Rook d1, check. If they go to c8, then we could check here, king b8, rook b1, king a8, and queen b7, checkmate. So they had to close, knight d3, and bishop b4, just to weaken this knight. If they take with pawn, so we could take the queen, the knight is pinned. If they take with rook, then rook d3, and our pieces is active, and we can checkmate very quickly. King c8, and maybe the same idea. Queen a6, king b8, and rook d8. Immediately checkmate. That's why they decided to sacrifice their queen, but it doesn't work. Just to take it. This is hard, yes. I agree. Okay. So, c4. Queen g7. Maybe it was in the previous position. And let go. Yeah. Okay, let's analyze this one. c4. d4 or e4? Which one? One of them is correct and one of them is wrong. Can you imagine? And how to understand the difference? King e4 or d4? Okay, if I go to e4, I guess they can play rook e2 check and not to allow my king to come to e5 and then to f6. So king d4, b2, and f6, rook g2, check, rook g8, check. Here we can at least take on g8. b1, my king is on d4, right? And I can play e8 with check. Not king e3 because black can play rook e2, right? And to stop, maybe to stop my pawn, this one. d4 first, king d4, b2, one more time, f6. We want to checkmate. If they play king g8, so we can just check from g7, king h8 and e7. If rook e2, if rook e2, and also why to go to d4, just to control this pawn. Otherwise, in many variations, they can push their pawn to c3. From d4, we can take on c3, right? Let's play king d4. Oh my god. And our pawn in the end. I'm so sad. Okay. It's also wrong. It's left just king e3. I don't believe. Maybe just to control these squares, not to get check. I also don't believe. Should start with into stop ideas. And check in daylight. I'm shocked. Just to control these squares. They played rook c1. Should I play king e2? I don't believe. King e2 to control these squares. Looks best to prevent rook e2, but I still cannot see the difference between. That's hard. Yes, minus 10 points. Yes, it's my rating. It's puzzle solving. Let's go to king to e2. Maybe really king e2 is correct because after f6 they are going to check and then to take on e6, right? So rook h8, king e7 also doesn't work. I have to go back to protect to control these squares. Check is coming, not right now. Maybe after king e2, b2, f6, and rook g1. Yes, king e2, right? It's also wrong. d2, f2. f6, rook e1. No, they will take on e6. If to check, king e7. It's really very difficult for me. For example, this puzzle's rating is 2953. It's really hard. Pawn moves e7, check here, and f6. And then to check e7 here, f6, check here, b2, check here, and then rook d8, king c6, f7, b1, e8. Give check with rook. King d4. Understand. Rook f7, king e8. Rook h8, king e7, f6, rook e1 check, king d4. They will have time. Okay, let's check e7, and then f6, and then maybe king d2. To come closer. Now if check, here, check here, just then to take king e1. Or maybe then to play rook b8. I mean, check here, rook d8 here, and rook b8. If b1, then to sacrifice, then to play e8 to promote into a queen. Rafik, hello, how are you? If to rook d8, king c6, rook b8. Right. And I don't want to take on b2. If they play rook pawn b1, I would take. If they go back with king d7, my rook is on b8. So then I can take the rook, and my rook is controlling this. Let's check. Right, and then to check. No, something is wrong here. Just now to take? Or immediately to play rook? No, immediately to play rook. King e1, b1. Maybe f7? No. King e1, b1. Really to take? Well, no move left. F7 after f7. Okay, we can push it. Rook e7, f8. Right. And there is our turn, right? And we can promote, then check, check. Yes, it's our turn. We can checkmate quickly. Here, for example. And at least then to take on e7. But okay, we can checkmate. Check, check, and checkmate. Unfortunately. So sorry. When I lose, I do a lot of random movements until I find the right combination. Oh, the patience. I just want to understand what is my problem, where I failed, why is wrong move. I want to figure out to understand what was the problem. Thank you so much. B7 go, king d7. Okay. Okay. Let's go forward. Let's not to be sad because of losses. At least we have tried. Knight d8. Knight d8. And we should win here for black. I don't have any formal training in chess. I find it difficult to so understand these results. What can I do? What is your rating? Just if you see, I can show you. I put normal level. It's just my level. I never put difficulty level or the easiest one. Just normal level. It's your level. Even if you fail, that's okay. No worries. Just continue practicing. And not only endgames, I don't know. Chess is really hard, and it seems that it's not enough the whole life to explore the chess and to understand, totally understand chess. At least for me, it's impossible. I improve like every day. I try to improve. Maybe some days I fail. King b5 looks the most natural move. Let's try. So, king b5. Just to open our pawn's way and to protect here, right? King b5. For example, if they try to close my bishop's way, playing knight f7 and then knight e5, king b5, knight a7, f7, a4, knight e5, a3, h7. Oh, somewhere I can take, and then a2, a1, and to take on h8, white's queen. So king b5 one more time. If they try to check from d6, knight b7, a4, knight d6, check, king c5, knight d4, check. No need to take on c5. Then they can take on c3 and they will check and take our queen. So after king b5, knight b7, a4, knight b6, we should play king b4. King b4, right, no checks, and after knight e4, we can even play bishop h8, and then to push our pawn, right? Let's try king b5. Sorry, one more time, king b5 or king b5 or b3. King b5, king b3. I want to understand the difference. If king b3, knight c6, a4, knight e5. Okay, king b5, let's play. King e4. Okay. So at least we needed to calculate knight f7 with this idea, and also knight b7 with this check and opportunity to take on c3. King e4. Is the woodpecker method is good for tactic, or there anything else? Woodpecker? You mean the real chessboard? What does it mean, woodpecker method? If king b5 is wrong. Now I expect everything from chess, really. Sometimes it seems to me that it's only the beginning of my chess way. Bishop f6, Rafik, okay. Bishop f6. What if they play? They just want to go to block my pawn. Bishop f6. Knight, where? They must play with knight, right? Because we want to take and then to return. So bishop f6. They can't play king d3. So maybe knight f7. A4. King d3. Maybe instead of a4, I should play king b4. Even not to take on c5. I want to come to b3, b2, to disturb their king, not to block my pawn. Bishop f6 one more time. They must play with knight. Knight d6, for example. King b4. I mean the book Woodpecker Method by Axel Smith on Chessable. That's something new for me. Just a second, please. I want to try to find it. Book Woodpecker Method. What is it? A chess training book focusing on repetitive puzzle solving to improve tactical vision, intuition, and speed. It requires solving over 1,100 puzzles multiple times, with each cycle faster than the last, aiming to reprogram. I am too old for it. They mean to solve 1,000 puzzles multiple times, the same puzzles? I can't understand. Is intermediate puzzles just to learn it by heart? Grandmaster Games puzzles. It's something new for me. I don't know. For me, chess was always not about by heart. It's about by strategy, tactic. It's impossible to learn by heart something. I had turned on, but notification didn't come. Oh, I don't know what is the problem. Maybe it's for new generation. Maybe I'm old for that method. I don't know. I've heard about it just right now. What is the problem with king c4? Let's go back. Okay, how can he stop the pawn if bishop f6 and knight d6, a4, king d3, and but after bishop f6 I want to play king b4 there. Not immediately a4. If king c4, maybe you are right. But what if they play knight c6? They want to take, and after a4 they will play knight e5. Oh, to take here a3, h7, a2, h8, and a1, and to take the queen. Right, it's interesting. So king c4, knight c6, a4, knight d5, takes, and then a3. It works, I guess. Let's play king c4. And one more time, knight b7, a4, knight d6. Maybe here we can play king b3. There is no checks. And then to continue pushing the pawn. Let's play king c4. C4. I hope it's correct. Oh, it's wrong. Okay, maybe Rafik was right. Bishop f6. Yes, Rafik, you are right. As usual. Do you use an engine? Like how a woodpecker keeps pecking the same spot. You train the same tactics over and over again to build intuition. Sorry, I don't understand that method. You can try. I can't say that I'm right, they are wrong. I was taught in another way. I know that, for example, every person can learn how to play chess, but not everyone maybe can become a super grandmaster or world champion. Me too. I have so many disadvantages in chess, so that's why I couldn't become a grandmaster, world champion. I just love chess. That's why I don't quit chess. You are new generation also. Rafik, you mean I am new generation? I don't think so. Mm-hmm. What you replied about. That's okay. There's some puzzles like 700 puzzle for dreamland, but then you repeat the cycle, but you must solve the same puzzle. Okay, I can explain in such way. For example, when I train with my students, they are children. Sometimes when I feel that they don't accept the material, we go back. I send them again and again the same puzzles, the same topics. If I feel that they didn't accept it, they didn't learn the material, we can repeat, but not 100 times. I don't know, it's something new for me. Okay. No, not play today with viewers. It's puzzle solving. But please pay attention on the link if you see on the bottom. I attached the link of the tournament. I can say how many players now we are. Please register there. On Monday, we're going to play still 3 participants. We're going to play a tournament on that platform, Chess Points platform. Please register there and let's play a tournament. Arena, it will be 2 hours tournament. It's arena, it's not Swiss tournament. Time control 5 minutes without an increment. This time I just wanted to test the platform and see how it feels, how we can, if it is convenient for us to create tournaments there, to organize tournaments there. So please register and join to our tournament. So 96, and maybe now king c4, king b4, not c4. But why not c4? Why not c4? Let's play king c4. It's also a4, a3. I don't understand. a4 here, a3, a2. King d3, a3. I missed it. That my bishop is cutting. Why not in Lichess? I just started to work with them. So that's why, I adore Lichess, but I got an offer, an interesting offer, and I started to collaborate with them. They grow fast. It's interesting, it's funny, it's an interesting platform. Just let's try. Can any Elo player can join that? Of course, if you register there, you will have the same rating. My rating there is about 1900. So we all are new there in that platform. Let's try. I feel that everything will go in a good way and we will like it. Just let's try this time. I train chess by myself from zero. No coaching. That's great. It means that you are talented without coach in the future. Nowadays, there are so many materials. For example, for children, it's impossible to grow without coach, without leading to, how to say, without helper. For adults, it's possible because so many materials in a YouTube. You can, for example, read books for yourself. Everything is free, and how to say that, everything is ready to train it by yourself. So keep it up. I'm sure you will succeed. Okay, let's try to solve one more puzzle. Today I have just one win. The next one was with your help. Rook f5. They took rook. They took rook. And that is the question, how to take, with pawn or with king. It feels that with king is right. To be not to be closer to the white's king. King f5, king f3. King f5, king f3, g5. If e6, then we can take. Don't take here. No. King f5, king f3, g5, g3. Ah, somewhere I can play c5, right? To distract this pawn, then to take on e5. But what if to take with pawn here? Oh no. After f4, they will play e6 and take on f4. So king f5, king f3, then we can play c5. Just to leave this pawn here. They take c5, king e5, king g4, king d5, g5, c5. I'm playing. Right, okay. b4. Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks for support. You are very calm and composed. Thank you so much. It's all my age. At the age of 20, I can say that it was another person. When did you started playing? At the age of 6. The book is the West Way. Yes, you are right. Absolutely right. Any favorite book that really helped you improve? I read Kasparov's books. I like them so much, and there is not only chess. There is his way. It was completely difficult way. All champions' way. It's not easy. For me, it's impossible. I couldn't reach that level, and I will never reach that level. I know. How to Reassess Your Chess by Jeremy Silman. That book, I don't know him. I read in Russian many books, many chess books in Russian, because Russian language is much more easy for me. I can say that I can speak in Russian like native speaker. So yes, Ravi, king takes rook. Okay, I don't got new idea. That's great. Okay, thank you so much for support. Please, everyone join to the tournament. b6. From viewers? What do you mean? Today it's puzzle solving. Dvoretsky or Dverotsky. Maybe you mean Dvoretsky. Yes, Dvoretsky's book, of course. He was great. Okay, let's concentrate. It's the last puzzle for today. Let's try to succeed it. So, b4. Oh, they just stopped my pawn. I can't play c5. What if I play b6 to help my pawn? b6, for example, king f3, c5. Let's calculate takings. Takes. I just have only one pawn on a7. King g4, king d5, g5, c5, g6. Well, it's winning. I can play a5, f5. So their king is on f5, mine is on c5, my pawn is on a5. Ah, no, it's draw. King d4, shouldering, but they can play a4. It's draw. One more time, b6, king f3. What if I try to destruct this one? But okay, they cannot pay attention to that one. One more time, b6, king f3, c5, king f3, c5. Take everything, king e5, king g4, here, 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 here. Oh, I I wasted time when I played a5, right? I could immediately run to the pawn. Let's be more certain. b6, king f3, c5 to take everything. King e5, king g4, here, here. King b4, my king is on b4. They play king f5, okay. King a3, king e4, king a2, king d4 and a5. No, they can play king c3. After king b1, king b3. After a4, king c2 to close my king, like in a prison. b6 here. They say never give up. c5. Takes. Here, here. d5, g5, c5, g6, b4, f5, a3, e4. What if a5, king d3, a2, king c2, king a2, king d3. Oh, king b3. Why did I think to play a5 there if I could play king b3 and to block their king? So one more time, b6, king f3, c5 to take everything here, here, g5, c5, g6, b4, f5, b4, f5. Let's keep it in mind. a3, e4, a2. If d3, then king b3. If d4, again king b3, king c5, a5, b5, a4. Right. I will send you a channel which contains explanations of all these books mentioned. Okay. Okay, Rafi, thank you so much. Let me copy the link. How to copy it? Okay, maybe after the stream. Oops, sorry. Okay, after I finish the stream, I will go to that channel. But in Arabic, chess is uniform. Of course, I will understand. So, God Gurje, what has happened? Hello, everyone. So let's play b6. I don't know. Other moves, I don't know what to do. I hope it's correct. Please. Let it be correct. Yes, it's correct. King d3. Why didn't he play king f3? Now I must calculate again. King d3. If I play c5. Takes, 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 takes. What if they play king c4? g5, b5, g4, c6, and king d6. And as it was in that position, we don't allow them to come closer and to help the pawn, right? If I play g5 now, king e3, then c5, takes, takes, takes here. No, doesn't work. They can play c6. Sorry, king d6, king e4, king c6, f5, king b5, g5, a b4, no difference, f5, a3, e4, a2. It's the same. But why to play g5 if we can play c5 immediately? b5 blocks the opponent king, so he can. But after b5, I also can't distract this pawn from protecting the pawn on e5, right? The problem is that I want to distract this pawn to win it, to leave this pawn to them, and to run to this pawn, to take it and to push my another pawn on a7. That's why I want to play c5. One more time to calculate and to play. c5, they take, we take, king c4, king e5, king b5, g5. If they try to play king c6, g4, d7, g3, c6, g2, c7, g1, c8. King c6 trying to shoulder my king. c5 doesn't work. King c4. Can I play a6 there? King b4, king d5, king a5, king c5, king a6, g5, b7, g4. Ah, okay, I can block their pawn. It seems that it's okay. You're calculating, right? Hello. I hope so. Let's play. I don't know. c5. It's wrong. I'm shocked. Should I play g5 and it's over? Today's live stream is lost in every position. Just in one game, in one position, I won. I'm so sad. Yes. Okay, let me calculate that variation. Why c5 is wrong here? Okay, I agree that g5 they could, no, g4 here, here, here. Oh no, here I could win. What is the problem? King b5, g4, c6, king d6. Here we are winning. Or king e3. We are winning. G5. Or maybe c6. I have to go back. Here it's also winning. It's also winning. Maybe they shouldn't take on c5. Can they play a4, for example? If I take, they take, they want to play king d5 to help their pawn, so I have to go back. Right. King e4, here, a5, g4, here. Yes, and it's true. Unfortunately, it was very difficult. Okay, what can I do? Just one win. You are the best. Thank you so much, Rafik. Your support makes me happy. Thank you so much. Okay, let's finish for today. I'm a little bit sad, but what can I do? I lost, how many points I lost? So the puzzle's rating was 2811. Quite difficult puzzle. Next Thursday, I will try to improve. Okay, friends. So don't forget to join to the tournament, please. One more time, I want to remind about the tournament. It's a new platform. I started to work with them. I organize a tournament. I am going to play on Monday, Arena tournament. You are ending this, right? Yes, I'm going to end. Goodbye. Good luck. Thank you so much. You too. Let's try to use that platform Everything is free there. There are tournaments which are not free, but it's in your, how to say that, if you want to pay something and to have some prizes, you can pay. But my tournaments will be free. If I organize tournaments with prizes, so you needn't pay there. As usual, I will send prizes to the winners. My tournaments will be free, and we will play 2 hours arena tournament, and for each side we will have 5 minutes without an increment. I just decided to try this variation. Then we can improve, we can fix some problems if we have on Monday, and we will decide together what time control is convenient for us, how many hours to play, maybe no arena, maybe just a classical tournament. Just let's try, and then we will decide together what to do in the future. So, okay, let's finish for today and to meet on Monday. Take care of you and see you on Monday. Goodbye.